Hey everybody, Mntdewmania here. As you can see, it's Thursday. It's whatever the date is, 23rd or 24th. I'm losing count. It's almost 50 degrees. Let me get my, hope this is filming okay. Go down the steps without breaking my neck. Finally, a nice sunny day, sunny morning. No snow, no ice. That's awesome. Got something to show you. This is the beginnings of, check it out. This is the beginnings of my raised beds. A good friend of mine, her husband is a roofer, and he always has scraps of roofing left. And he does the conscientious thing when he has pieces and he can't use them or repurpose them some other way. He does recycle. But they had a decent pile, and they let me go through it before they took it to get recycled. And he didn't have any projects that he could use these pieces for, so he let me have them. And this is going to be the beginnings of my bed. Yes, Miss Kitty. I have got, I would say that this piece, let me get the cord out of the way. The bottom piece is probably, that's a good 15 foot. I don't know what size the roofing stuff comes in, but that is pretty good size. The 2 or 3 on top of that, you can see the different one right there. That is probably a good 10 feet. It's got to be. And then I've got several pieces up here. Let me lay my camera down, or my phone down. I don't want to, hope I don't damage just standing on it. As you can see, I've got, there's a couple, and there's a sheet back there. I've got several smaller pieces back here that I can use for ends. So this is the beginnings of, hey Miss Kitty, of my beds. I am thinking I would like to put them, this is kind of a good flat area right here. And then maybe a longer one, kind of where I tried all my experiments last time. There's really no traffic, so there's not going to be a lot of dust or anything thrown up. So I'm thinking that right along here, I could do at least, I'm thinking 10 feet. They look about 2 foot wide, and they did have some larger pieces. So, I mean, but that's still going to be a good, decent raised bed. Now, I would be up for suggestions about how wide to make them. See, this is kind of, you can tell, I mean, we slope downhill. So, but this is the area that gets most of the sun. And I'd have to be careful digging down to put the supports because our field lines run through here. I could go on down the hill a little bit, but it is kind of sloped. It might be a little difficult. Kitty moved. I don't want to trip over you. Now maybe out here I could do some beds, but instead of running them this way, I run them this way. This would be an ideal place, actually. I could just put like 1, 2, 3, you know, put them in a row, like, you know, like that. So that is an idea. I also want to, we want to start cleaning. We want to get some more of this cleaned out, and I want to get this gone. The problem is these trees are so big, we're kind of afraid to cut them ourselves, because that was right next to the, I mean, you can see, I mean, it would probably come this way, but we're afraid it would reach the power lines. And that's kind of a scary thought. So, yeah, we got to take that in consideration. The smaller ones wouldn't be a problem. Cat, please get out from under my feet, honey. You're going to make me fall. Over here in the corner, I was thinking about maybe, I want to try to make my own compost. As you can see, we've got tons of leaves that I could do it with. We do mow, so I could get the green stuff. It's just finding the right place to do it. But this is maybe a possibility. But there is I can't pronounce it, there's a German thing that you can do with raised beds. You can fill it in with wood. If I can find a video, I will link it. I cannot pronounce the word. But a lot of gardeners, especially container gardeners, talk about it. So, and then it just kind of decays, you know, naturally, and you just kind of refurbish the bed, you know. So, if I can, these are probably going to be about 2 foot high. I would like to make one maybe 3 foot high if I could. But, yeah, we want to get rid of these trees. But like I say, they are just so big and tall, we're kind of afraid to do it ourselves. But around here, to get a professional, it can cost $700 a tree. So, I mean, we could probably get them to cut and fall down the hill, but it'd be taking a risk. But a lot of them are smaller and dead, so we can do those ourselves. We do want to clean this area out. Let me show you. See if we can get over here without tripping on anything or tangling up in vines. Take you a walk. When we first moved here, we got all these big rocks and boulders. We dug them out, and just kind of, I had pathways and stuff. Of course, over the years, it's just grown up. You see all these hollies and stuff. I'd love to get rid of all these. Get through here without breaking my neck. This is, it loops around to the back, but if we could smooth all this out. Now you can see, the sun does not hit that much back here. But we were thinking about, since our field lines are no longer here, we were thinking about, like for a day or two, hire like a little bobcat and come in and just, you can see where up here's the bank. We got a little bit of level, and then it just goes off. We were thinking about digging out and cutting it down and building a block wall, you know, along like that, and all this be level. Now you can see there is sunlight, but if we were to thin out just a couple of these trees, we could get a little more in. And I could maybe, because some plants don't need 100% sunshine. I mean, they do okay in kind of shaded. And this gets decent sunshine for 4 or 5 hours. Enough that I could plant something back here. And I was thinking maybe like a couple of fruit trees maybe. Plum or something like that. And maybe some blackberry bushes and blueberry bushes. Something like that. Get some fruit going back here. I'm going to have to check and see what plants that we can grow. I mean, like, or maybe put my compost thing back here somewhere. Tuck it out of the way. Maybe back here behind the shed. somewhere right here, that would be good. It's just, this is the pros and cons, mostly cons, of living on a hill or a mountain, you know. You've seen my soil. There's not any good dirt up here. But I have been kind of digging around, and let's see if I can get down here. I mean, look at this. Look at that. That is just, if you can get past the roots, that is just light, airy, nice dirt. And it's from years of these leaves just composting. So, if I could find some nice areas that don't have so much roots in them, I could probably come up with some really decent soil on my own hill, get away from all this rocky stuff, get over here where these leaves have been composting for decades, probably longer, hundreds of years, and I've got, you know, I've got some decent dirt, which I wouldn't have to buy anything. I could, you know, and because we own down to the edge of the mountain, and it wouldn't be all this rocky, clayish, useless dirt, you know. But yeah, it's that's kind of what I'm planning. And a huge shout out to my friend Farrah and her husband Eddie for giving. And she said when he gets some more, they will definitely let me know. There's always pieces like that left where he has to trim and cut. So I'm very excited about that. So huge shout out to them. I don't want to lose my yellow bell. If you look right there, tiny, tiny little buds starting to happen. So yeah, you can just see that's just, it's clay and rock is basically. So yeah, those are my plans. Also, need to tell you, I did put in for a job. I got an interview today. I would like to think that it went very well. I'm very excited. I hope it did. Trying to see if I see any. Looky, looky. Right here on the tip. Yeah, there we go. Spring's trying to happen. So yeah, spring is trying to happen, and I hope it's just good luck. But yeah, I'll let you know about the job. It will definitely impact how I record. So, lots of things getting ready to happen. I still am going to utilize my buckets and my tubs. I had phenomenal success with my cucumbers last year. I was so happy with them. So I'm definitely going to do that again. And I can't wait to get started on my beds. And hopefully, if I get the full-time job, that'll mean extra money. And I can start working on my backyard a little more. So here's hoping. Cross your fingers, and I'll let you guys know what happens. And I'll see you next time. This is Mntdewmania. I'm out of here. Bye, guys.